welcome back to the All Natural Dips kitchen. We are coming to you with another recipe from our kitchen to yours. Today our recipe is awesome blue cheese chicken puffs made with that awesome blue cheese, which you can find on our website at www.allnaturaldips.com. Let's get into what you'll need for today's recipe. First off, you're going to need a set of croissants. Now we've used an 8 count. You can also use 2 of the 4 counts, or if you only want to make a small recipe, cut everything in half and use 1 of the 4 counts. You're going to need 2 ounces of shredded cheese. We've chosen mozzarella cheese for our recipe today. Now, we didn't measure 2 ounces. We love cheese. We just kind of put what we thought would be enough. You're welcome to measure or even use less cheese if you prefer. You're also going to want a package of awesome blue cheese dip available at our website, www.allnaturaldips.com. We will only be using half of this package today, but I highly recommend using the other half to make either a dip or to make it into a cream cheese spread with cream cheese. Recipe for that is on the back. Just cut each recipe in half. You're going to need 8 pieces of chicken. Ours, you can see, are kind of medium size. I don't really know what you'd say this is, but you're going to want 8 slices. We're going to use these individually on each of the crescent rolls. So if you're using a smaller or larger recipe, that's going to make how many pieces of chicken you'll need. You're going to want an entire cup of marinara sauce, but we're cutting this in half. So watch in a few moments, I will be using only half of it. You're going to need some melted butter, about 2 tablespoons. Finally, you're going to want 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise and 4 ounces of cream cheese. And yes, those are put together because we will be combining those first. Let's get on with combining those ingredients. Okay, so I've got that cream cheese in here and the mayonnaise. So we're going to go ahead and get that mayonnaise out. And now we're going to put in about half of the marinara sauce. The rest of the marinara sauce we'll be reserving for the very end, so just keep the rest of it to the side. Looks about half to me. Okay. Finally, you're going to want to put about half of the blue cheese in here. Once again, this is all give or take. I'm going to say that here is about half, so I'm just going to keep on pouring until I think half is in there. All right, that looks about half to me, give or take. If you really love blue cheese, you're welcome to add more, but this is going to give it plenty of flavor, so you can stop there if you choose. Now that we've got all that in, let's give it a mix. All right, once you've stirred it to the consistency that is completely combined, you'll be all ready to go to our next step. Okay, once you've gotten your croissants out of the can that they come in, you can go ahead and lay them out. Now you'll notice I have 2 triangles laid out, ready to show you. Lay them out however is gonna make it easier for you. This is just gonna help me show you what to do. First, you're gonna take about a small spoonful of the mixture, a little bit smaller. And you're just gonna drop it right on the big area of the croissant. I'm gonna go ahead and do both of them at the same time for you guys. Okay, now that we have the mixture on here, we're going to add one of the large pieces of chicken right on there. Next, we're going to add a sprinkle of cheese on top. And now we're ready to roll. Once you've gotten them rolled, you're going to set them throughout your pan. Now we are using a baking pan. Now this is a baking stone. We have not pre-sprayed it with cooking spray because we're not supposed to. However, if you are using a cookie pan or something similar to that sort, make sure that you put cooking spray on it first so they don't stick to what you're using. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of these up off camera, and I'll be back in just a moment. All right, we've got all 8 of them ready to go and rolled up. Our last step before we put it in the oven is going to be adding that melted butter to the top. So you're just gonna baste this butter right across the top here. Now, of course, croissants usually do already have butter on them, but as we know, growing up in the South, butter makes everything better. Now that we've buttered it all, I'm going to go ahead and put it in my oven for 10 to 15 minutes at 375 degrees. The extra cheese and the extra marinara sauce that you have will be used after this has cooked for a little bit, so we'll see you back soon. All right, our awesome blue cheese chicken puffs not only look awesome, but they look delicious. Let's get those finishing touches on. Now, we have already warmed up our existing marinara sauce. You should have about a half a cup left. You're gonna kind of just drizzle it on each one. Just a little bit on each. We're gonna add that final touch of some of that cheese. Just sprinkle it right on that top. And there we go. We have a beautiful, awesome blue cheese chicken puff recipe. Don't forget, you can find all of our dips online at www.allnaturaldips.com. And if you use any of our recipes, don't forget to hashtag AllNaturalDips on social media so that I make sure to see it. All right, thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna go eat. You guys have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for joining. Bye-bye.